All right. all right. Hold on. Let me get right. Welcome, everyone. This is Dynasty the Podcast Show. I am your host, Ira Bush, and we are back. This is on a good Monday. Hopefully, happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Happy Father's Day to me. My birthday this week, I'm feeling good. I'm in good spirits. You know what I'm saying? Got my haircut. Haircut got cut, this weekend. I didn't do much. I got to play a little poker this weekend. It was fun. Yesterday I went out, stepped out, played a little round, couple hours. I enjoyed that. That was my birthday gift to myself for the, I don't think I'm gonna have anything. I guess I'm secluded in what they call exile from everybody else that I used to be around and family who, everybody's important. Everybody got more important things to do, than check in. So I ain't doing no more check-ins. I ain't running around. I'm back to full force and minding my business. Like I said, people, I come down all the time, visit. I can't do that no more. I have to stay focused on my path. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to say, shout out to my mother, my grandmother, my grandfathers. I ain't saying like that. I'm just saying like overall my mental capacity. I think I did a lot. I ain't gonna say I ain't gonna check on my grandparents. Now I ain't doing that. That ain't what I mean. And my elders, I ain't doing that. So hopefully people have enough, to put their pride down and they come speak to me like a grown person, and that's from any relative that's in my age realm. I don't have time for the he say she say. That's speaking out loud for anybody. The way I see it, I'm on the right path to doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm back to coaching full time. I'm happy about that. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good year, good season. I'm starting off correctly. I've been doing pretty good. Besides the spiritual warfare, I speak on that all the time. Today's show is called. I want to say it correctly because I like to look up words. It's Antiquity. I think that's the word. That's what I named the title of the show. Basically, the word means the ancient past, especially the period before the Middle Ages. Now, y'all know I'm big. I'm not big on, like, if you watch anime, I'm a big Naruto fan. I watched Attack on the Titans. My cousin put me on when I was down there a couple years. We watched the whole season of the well, it was like, it might have been 2 seasons. I forgot what it's called. The thing. What he was like he had to go into like a whole, like, he was like a robot. He wasn't a robot, but he had like this thing on the back and he'll suit up and he's like out there fighting in this little combat suit. So it was like based off them people traveling to Mars and stuff. It was very interesting. We were watching that. So he put me on that. Well, it's an older show, but they put new versions out, and that was a newer version. I didn't watch it yet. So he's like, we need to watch this. It's pretty tight because we used to watch stuff like that when we was younger. And he watched it when he was younger. I watched like Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles. And everybody watched that. We all watched the stage type of stuff. But I didn't. That was something he put me on late. And like I said, I'm a huge Naruto fan. I watched all the Shipping. I watched the Boruto. I'm big on like that ninja like way of life. It's like I'm interested in that. I think it's still kind of like if we tap in, it's kind of like that. Like we go on mission. Like they tell us to go on a mission now. It's like it's funny how people is like it's like literally like school. Like they go into school in the beginning. Then college is like a bigger version of. It's like the Shipping version, but the Naruto series is like they was going on like real mission. They were abroad missions. Like it was high ranking teenagers going on like super missions. Like, but the way it's set up in the real world is more spiritual when you sleep or or whatever your job is and high level you are. And I suggest people to like tap into like when you. It's like whatever you think is what you is. It's like you kind of like create your own life. But now, the way I see it, it's so much fraud out here. I'm gonna show y'all something. This how fraudulent Now I'm gonna get back to like what I was saying. Like my family, man, I appreciate everything they do because like it's a lot of stuff going on. I don't want to seem like I was like dissing them. Like it was definitely not that. I just want to know it's my week. I feel like I should be appreciated as well, no matter what people might think. I don't. When I tell you the disrespect comes from people thinking that we supposed to like. I don't know how to put it like this. If you're a man and you have never had to protect yourself in like far as taking someone's life, or you've been in a position of authority where you could have done it and you didn't do it, and that's an honorable thing because that takes willpower, and then that takes a lot of pride for you to walk away from situations. Now, people have actually attacked my family for real, like all kind of ways. And I don't think we responded or retaliated a lot. You know what I'm saying? We might have retaliated once when my aunt passed, but it was more spiritual. It was the doctors, it was the whatever high power people that at the time, it was that big. And then same with my grandmother, same with my father. Like this is this is serious. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is that happens to me. Like it happened to me. They try to do it to my child. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a continuous thing that people think we supposed to sit back and be like, okay. No, like y'all for the y'all time gonna come and but like we haven't done it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But we're hoping that you can move on with your life. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you can find something to do. But I'm gonna show y'all something how fried Florida is. I've been here my whole life. Um and hopefully this doesn't hamper nobody in my family or my inner circle. This is not for them. This is not for people to attack them when I'm talking about these things. Now, y'all know how, when you go to jail or prison or any kind of institute, you got a number. I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. Now, my whole life, since I've been driving, since I had an identification in Florida, my number was that's my number. You know what I'm saying? I had that number. Now, I'm not saying I have not improved or pointed up or did something grand, but then I pay my tithes as far as reading up and extending my driver's license to 2034 in Florida. I also am a safe driver now, but the number has changed. Now, mind you, I talk about spiritual warfare all the time. And when I tell you this, like this is the day, this was this weekend, and I can't tell you the details because I know what kind of position I have in the world, I know what kind of position I have in my family, and I would choose not. I will leave those details to myself. This happens all the time, mind you. I don't say anything. I'm not scared. I went right back to sleep. I'm not intimidated. I don't mind helping a friend if they actually reached out and did the proper thing and started to keep thinking they're finessing or whatever the old stuff that from high school to their young adult age when they was hanging around and they're not around that lame petty shit. Like I really got a big family that will stump on anything that y'all got going on in a different country, in a different state. It don't matter. We everywhere. So you gotta be mindful of those things. Don't be crying when it don't work out in your favor. So that's what I want people to understand. Like I'm not no weak person. Like, but the way y'all coming off, it's like y'all making it look like I'm weak. And then my cousins them looking at me like, you really gonna let them do you and then and the fact that y'all did that looked like y'all did some creep shit. And excuse my profane, but if I get active with you, none of y'all gonna survive. That's how I feel because y'all not hard to find. Y'all want to get caught off me doing something to y'all. Something that's what it looked like because I'm still in South Florida. I'm still stomping on you. I'm still got more. There's more fame, more clout, whatever y'all calling it now. It's still me. I don't have to I'm not stunning you. So it's like I'm confused. Like just let it go. Let you continue to be a nobody. You were born a nobody. You're gonna stay a nobody. I don't care how much money you stole. You still got found out because you're not at the top like we is. That's what I'm trying to say. Like just figure something out. I'm not even at the tippy top. I'm just part of a big group of family. Like I'm strong. Like it's strong over here. I'm not definitely at the bottom, but you get what I'm saying. I'm a dog. So I gotta make sure that it's known and that's understood. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to sound like arrogant or nothing, but it's like I'm trying to not be arrogant. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get back into like having a positive mindset on a consistent basis. I'm trying to coach. I don't care what color it is. I'm going to win. Like, you know what I'm saying? I step into a lane where I'm going to win. So It don't matter. I'm gonna get back to it full time. For to have fun. I'm enjoy it. I enjoy coaching. I enjoy teaching the sport of whatever it is at the time. It be basketball, football right now. But I just was reminded that I coached like softball in Tallahassee a few years ago, and I had a good time. And it was a group of girls, young ladies, and they're teenagers now. My child is gonna be in middle school as well, and all this good stuff. That's the main reason why I left Tally, because my child was the same age as them, and I had to, I was out. I had to expand at the time. I need to expand. I need to go down there and handle some business with the coast state of Florida, which mind you, they still playing with my number and they think it's the ha ha he funny. It's not. Like I have not went to call. I've never went to the Capitol and put a defamation charges at point because I don't know exactly who it is. It could be the governor or the senator. You know what I'm saying? Then they're gonna have all this money behind them, all these fake ass people up there talking about, no, he didn't do that. Oh, it wasn't him. It was him. I ain't got time for that. I'm only one person. I'd rather handle y'all like this and make y'all look stupid and embarrassed. Because if I tap in to go more south and go more deep into my roots, like I could, but I really have a child here. I really have nieces and nephews here. Like this is real. Like that's causing chaotic in my whole ecosystem. So y'all gotta realize that. Like, and then y'all take away resources and high powered jobs from me because I don't have that degree or whatever. But I started off in the system as a coach in the school board. So what it wasn't nothing for you to give me a job on campus and let me continue to go to school. I don't understand the backwardsness of what the defamation in Palm Beach, the defamation of my grandfather and my father in Palm County is is crazy to me. And then my mother, she's been working since she's been 5, so it's never been a work ethic problem. It's been a hating problem. It's been a control problem. So y'all still attack my mother spiritually still, and I still don't, and I'm still not friendly with nobody. I'm not letting it slide for real. I want y'all to know this, and I actually know who it is. It was some out of town people jealous and hating on my mother. It was a lot of people, but you know what I'm saying. They've been found. They still call themselves gang stalking my mother on Facebook. That shit not allowed. That's why I smushed it as soon as she hopped on my mama page. Let her know it's not no joke. Your whole little fag tribe need to find something to do. Wherever you from, need to go back where you from. And you need to, you know what I'm saying? We got to air this out on public stage. Like I'm aggravated because if you realize who I am, I got real white people that care about me. That's my players, you know what I'm saying? And I actually know what my black players do care, but they have their own problems and issues as well. So we got to continue to build in a proper manner. And I was just telling y'all, I'm not dissing everybody that's white. I'm telling you that it's like, that's what it seems like when I talk about the government and the way the structure is, it's imbalanced. They need to stop being an imbalance. They need to stop trying to combine their energies with mine. It's not the same. You want to work with me when I'm woke or you don't. You know what I'm saying? That's just basically what it is. The fact that this is going on a pause, I'm sorry I can't get all that, but it will be on the YouTube. Now, I know it ain't nothing wrong with this. It's just the stuff that I speak on is very powerful. I know y'all back now. Sorry for the inconvenience. But it's just I had to put that energy out there. Like it's like I'm aggravated about the lame stuff going on. And that's all it be. and that's pretty much it. I was gonna play. I like to start off. I think I missed something. I think I like shout out to I'm talking about sports later, so we're gonna get on that. We're gonna talk about sports. Tomorrow I could go back to Broward County. I feel like I might link them with it. They got supposedly they look like they trying to get on track. We're having a school board meeting for the next 3 weeks. So I guess they want me to be consistent and try to pop and find the right one. Dude told me it could be July to August or this one. And I'm like, bruh, like which one is it? Y'all sound like that. They wasn't even on court. So they think their issue is bigger than my issue. And it's not. This shit been going on for a year and a half, 2 years. Like y'all over here bickering about who gonna say what, who got control of what. The only thing I seen in Broward that was on point was the bilingual coalition. Like they was like, I come in there ready. They agreed to that, and everybody agreed. Everybody need to know more than one language. That's what it looked like to me. So everybody else is in chaotic mode. I don't got time. I told them I come up there again. I'm thinking to myself, I come up there again. Y'all better have my topic ready. That's how I looked at it. But I don't really be in Broward. Like I'm not from Broward. I've stayed in Broward for a year or two, but I'm not from Broward. So I don't feel the need to like step in full force. I have to step full force for my child, and then I got a slow other parent that doesn't understand how stuff work. She want to tap dance for them. I'm not tap dancing for them. I don't want nothing from them. I could have earned what they trying to give to me, and somebody could actually sit up there and tell them that I'm not a real father to my child because I don't provide. But you hampered me out the gate. You put me on child support. You put me on back pay, and I was staying. We was together for a year, like year and a half, basically. While my child was, born, like I'm saying, like we was literally working together, and she didn't need nothing. So I'm like, well, dang, like why would I pay you back pay? And then I'll be looking at this. This is just me telling you some real stuff. Like this is examples for people to mind the stuff that I spoke to this person about before I even laid with this person. It's like she was the complete opposite. That's the snake and slimy stuff that I couldn't. That still irks me just thinking about it. And I'm not. This person knows. This person needs the attention like this. This is what she feeds off of. So I don't give this much attention. But it's middle of the summer. This person changed her number, call herself distancing herself. She don't have multiple boyfriends. I don't even want my child around her that much. She does not. Of course, I don't have those issues. The person I last been with is from Broward. I could really call this person and stump on her even more. Her sister was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it really ain't. It really could be it really could be me stupid to a petty level. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, and she probably worked with her hand in hand now, but I'm just like how that whole Broward thing. Where I don't think they know each other that well, but you know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing. Like, it ain't nothing. Overall, you won't outrank the people that I know in Broward anyway. Like, it's not even close. So, she probably got some good connections, but you a female, you laid down for it. Like, you don't get but too far. You still look at it as a certain way. So, I really don't want my child associated with that low level of a society. Like, I want her to be more, you know what I'm saying? This is valuable. It's value over there. Don't make yourself unvaluable trying to follow and copy that person. That's why I be a little agitated about her having examples around her. Like my mom is a great example to raise yourself to be a mother. Like I'm not even being funny. Like you know what I'm saying? Like my mom still go outside and have a good time, but she treat herself with respect every time she go out the door. So I don't appreciate that on that level first and foremost. So I kind of I'm gonna move on from like halfway distant because I could go even more, and I don't know her life, but I'm a little agitated at the time about this. My birthday coming up. My birthday gift is to have my child around me. This is known facts. You know what I'm saying? Just to spend time with her. New year, new day. Like you know what I'm saying. So that's what I be aggravated about. Now let's move on, man. I don't want to get off topic. The first thing we're gonna do is Representative Al Green. He's talking about the impeachment. This was 5 days ago. That I'm gonna let it play out. It's a 12-minute little what you call it. We're gonna get right back to the pressure and these people. It's been a little bit of pressure out there. You know what I'm saying? A little bit stuff geared towards releasing the attention towards my side, the winning side of the hate groups, you know what I'm saying, the white supremacist groups, not the this. I'm like I ain't really going at y'all today, so we're gonna listen to what he's saying. This guy is really he got a lot of he been in the political world for a long time, so I like hearing. I had to get back to we broke down our Secretary of Education. We're gonna get back to top and what they talking about. We're a little bit behind, but I'm okay with that. I had to make sure that people understand education. People are putting it on reels by the education this week. I just seen it pop up. So that means somebody is understanding the importance of it. So, I ain't mad at anything that I did, how I did it. I'm just making sure we're going to get the right information out. And this is very important. Happy Father's Day. I'm not, what I'm saying, till they properly, to the veteran that I know that went to the service get treated properly. I really have no say so because you can't start off by having this person have honor and respect and then treat them person not you know what I'm saying. You can't go around attacking that family and not keeping them protected properly and call yourself stealing from this person. And we could go on and on. I could sound like I'm complaining, but that's what it is. And I'm not. And the stuff that they clean, you know what I'm saying? They show me stuff, but it's like, what y'all mad? They look like I seem like I got attacked for going to a different school or different high school or That's what it is. Like it's like shit from like 10, 10, 13, like petty loser type vibes. Like I came down because y'all clearly needed this, you know how it worked. I came down, I was very friendly. I befriended people, but it's like y'all lost at the end because I'm still me. I still have a family. Like you can't stop that. So let's go ahead. You talking about friends, and then just like with other small topics that's probably pretty big in that realm of getting things done. Okay, I like the way he breaks stuff down. So everything is, like I said, by the book when he speaks, and it's very sound. Y'all get the gist of what he's saying. Basically, how I feel is basically why I played this is because we have someone that's the leader of this country, supposedly United States, which is where I stay. He's doing everything his way or the highway. So he's just giving an example that there was someone who was, it was out the way. They had, they was basically imprisoned or, held captive or whatever that may be the situation is. I'm sure like everybody know more information than I do. But they need this person to be back in the United States. And this is and then the courts have already deemed this person needed to be brought back and treated properly, or having him go to a little extra mile about people that have done a lot for this country to be treated properly. And it's just the reason why he's not doing it is because he's not on his side, which is just a selfish reason to treat somebody improperly, because there's two sides, actually more than two sides, but there's two main sides to how the United States is ran. And this is the problem, because when you're only here for 4 years, when you leave, how you think people are going to look upon you? You're going to be back to being a regular citizen of the United States. You just had the opportunity to hold the position of president. You still are going to be treated as yourself. You have to build great relationships, and you have to treat people on both sides correctly, because you're not here just for one side. You're here to make sure both sides are working together. So this needs to be preached to this person every day. This is not a one sided issue, because the next president could be a Democrat, and you used to be a Democrat, and you have Democratic friends supposedly. That's what you say, and then it's like he contradiction of himself is why he is at the ultimate of his real reason is he wants this president to be impeached. I am for the reason why I can't say that, like, I'm not in agreement with having him as president, but I can't go that far because I don't know enough information to say he need to be impeached. These people work hand in hand with judges, lawyers, his cabinet. They're battling them all day, debate. They have inside of high ranking information that we don't have until it's already done. So these people hold information until everything is confirmed, and then they actually put information out first, and sometimes before they wanted to be put out, which is what is happening on a consistent basis right now, because he's not working properly with the other side. This is why he feels attacked, which is why I'm important that you need to work better with the other side, because these people also have a lot of value to your cabinet. Ding, 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 if that makes sense to you. Now, I'm just gonna put it like this. I don't think he's gonna get impeached. Somebody's, the reports is that he has over 30 felonies throughout his lifetime, and it's actually been happening more often in the last 10 years. You know what I'm saying? During that COVID time, there was a lot of fraud, a lot of destructive welfare going on spiritually, physically, monetarily. He still continue to attack allies and people that do business with America, and it's not a healthy thing. It's very unhealthy. So, hopefully, someone could talk sense into him. I don't think he's getting impeached. I think there are a lot of people that are sold out for money, and when they get that money, they realize what happened to their spirit. It dies. It creates separation from your real family and ties that you naturally are supposed to be inheriting, not money, but like abilities. It's getting taken away from people that sold themselves short. So, I'm not trying to sell my child short. I'm not trying to sell any niece or nephew of mine short or cousin. I'm not going that route. It's not happening. I will take what is mine before I let you take what is, you know the saying. Like, I ain't going that way. It's actually, what I'm saying. It's like a battle because we're trying to do things the way our parents and our grandparents taught us, which is handle these people how they try to handle us. But it's like I was just having a conversation with my sister coming to the studio, and she was like, I don't know the way she speak. Like, our power have a lot of rank. My sister is an MC for real, like since she was little, and and a writer as well. So the way I'm looking at it, like, you still have that, you still got your ability like that, but you're not using it like in a public or getting paid for it way. So when you speak, it's still a free gift. You know what I'm saying? But you can't say you don't care and you do this and that. I'd be like, sometimes you don't need to say all that. You know what I'm saying? I know what I told her. Like, I care. I don't care about the people who saying it, but I have to get informed so I'm not behind. So I'm not in confusion with America. I know I'll be letting her know. So that's the way we both agree that we don't really care who in charge or who trying to tell us what to do. We ain't really abiding by it because it's a lot of bull crap. It's a lot of the way our parents have been treated is very improper. That's all I can say. And our mom is not a complainer. I'm not really complaining. I'm just like, hopefully this gets put out there so they don't do too much to another group of family, or somebody who has the same type of situation can help in a bigger way. And you know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm still pretty happy. I'm not even going to that level. But she knows it can be better, and she knows that, like I said, I think she's still disappointed in me, and I'm trying to figure out, how I can still go a little bit harder to help her. And I'm still trying to figure it out. They do not do black men well in America. I don't care what position you have in the world in this country. They look at us as like some kind of bots or robots or some kind of, this is modern day slavery to them, especially in the black man. They want you to be strong so they could tear you down. And then it's like, I kind of don't want to feed it to that. So what is the in between of making sure y'all get the backfire on trying to have that kind of system installed? Because I'm gonna speak. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna speak my truth. I'm gonna speak what it is. Like, I really just go on the field and help generation after generation until y'all figure it out. Because, like, I'm not going to fight no white war. I'm not doing it. That's not going to happen. And then the resources that y'all taking is from taking out of my resource pot that I know you taking out of my resource pot. Y'all want us to fund y'all war. That's not happening this time. If you smart enough and you listening, do not feed into that negativity. I don't care what spiritual warfare game they trying to do to prep y'all to go fight a white man's war. Don't do it. Get your passport ready, raise your family, help your mother out, listen to your father if you're around, and learn and grow and spread your wings a different way, especially for the young men out there. For the females, keep your legs closed. Learn how to date properly. It ain't all about, once you get older, you learn you have a lot of authority, because as young men, you want to experience that sensation of having intercourse. But you also know that they need to a good woman will teach a young man how to be about just having a plan and fulfilling that plan. So, I remember just being young. My biggest thing, I enjoy having these conversations, but it was too many females that think people playing around. It was a lot of young men playing around. Everybody want to be in groups. They don't want to be stand up leaders. And, even if you're not the leader, you're supposed to help the leader. And then when they realize that they're not the leader, they want to get mad and have huddle up in groups and say, "Oh, I did this more better. I did this." That joke was gay. It was gay. It was like in the 20s they were doing this, and then some people still doing it in the 30s. Oh, you remember when I did this? No, I don't remember. I wasn't around you. I didn't even care what you was doing then. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, people like think you're supposed to care what they was doing. Like, and it's amazing to me because I laugh. I know how single I am. It's a small group of people that be like that really know how much I joke around and laugh all the time. But it's like I'm not showing that to everybody. Like, men take advantage of another man because they feel like they weak or they think they not serious or tough. So it's like the only way you will find out if I like to joke or laugh if you actually sat with me, you ate with me, or you went out with me type stuff. Like, it was not that big of a group. And I'd rather hang with my cousins because they funnier, better, faster, stronger. Like, you know what I'm saying? I still didn't hang with them a lot. So then even when I was younger, my friends was better, smarter, tougher. You know what I'm saying? Like, the females was prettier, tougher, cooler. You know what I'm saying? You could name it. Like, it was like that's how I felt. That's why I'm not feel like I got left out of anything. So it be tripping me out nowadays. Like, it's like people fooling themselves, but they not. They need to bring it down a notch because they not. You putting in some real. You putting people in jeopardy. Like, you know what I'm saying? You trying to top dance over here, and you need to be stepping over here. You know what I'm talking about? So, yeah, man. I ain't got too much to say on political. We're gonna move on. Community wise, practice today. Practice. We got practice today, 7:30. I gotta send an email. I meant to send it out yesterday. I was chilling. I went into it like that. But they know it's practice at the middle school. We starting in the gym. So the shot should be wetter, the dribbling should be better, you know what I'm saying? We're going into week 2. I gotta make sure I get my nephew back right. I forgot I have to reach out to his people that be I call him a couple of his protectors. You know how weird South Florida is. I don't want to diss nobody too bad. But we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna have that. It's gonna be fun. I need to get in touch with this people over here for the football league. See where I'm gonna be coaching at. I'm definitely got to be a head coach. So I don't want nobody telling me what to do no more. I'm sick of that. And hopefully, Forrest said, man, sorry for the little saying the S word twice. Hey, y'all know what it is. Reach out to LaMarcus Allen if y'all can't get me. He got his degree. That's what y'all need to call for real. You can reach out to him. They know what it is. Superstar wrestler, superstar football player. He love football still. Probably lift his spirits if he get a call like that. Reach out to him. He's definitely passed the ESC stuff that y'all remember him by. He'll bring a light to y'all program. That's who I want to be the head coach if I can't be the head coach. So reach out to my boy. I need to reach out to him, tell him to go check on that. But you know how that go. He probably not even paying attention to too slick. That would be a great feat. That will uncurse y'all winning and y'all picking bad coaches because y'all want them to be white. And I can say this because I've been in the game that long, so I ain't really tripping about it. Make sure y'all don't put race into it in y'all decision making. It's a lot of young coaches that Wetchley, he's out there in Tallahassee. If he get a call, those are my young guys that really probably got their degrees. They can probably come step down. Which probably got his money saved and stuff. He can start a business back at home. He in Tally. Get them guys a call. See what they thinking about. It's a couple other guys I named that with on staff. I ain't gonna give them no clout because they already know what it is. They can check in anytime they want, and you know how I go. That's community stuff. I might go to the board meeting tomorrow and borrow a mic. Depends on how I feel. Cause last time I did not like what the agenda was. The agenda was, oh, my friend. That's how I don't. Did y'all fix the situation y'all did with my child last year? Yes or no? That's what I want to know. I I wrote it down a couple of times, and I got to check on this stuff in Palm Beach as well for my nephew. I'm not playing by him neither, cause y'all ain't controlling no minds of my child. Like, I'm not playing. I'm not even a little bit playing. My niece is both of them, the two oldest, they're very smart. They're very mentally on point. And I can't even talk too much what happened to my middle niece, my youngest niece. But we're gonna keep it P about that situation. That was in-house and government little sellout top dancers. We ain't got time for it. They don't pay attention good enough that I do. So I'm gonna let it. They know what I did. I was about to spin out. I wasn't even playing with her about her. So that got hit the next day. And she's strong and healthy. So I ain't gonna bring up nothing that got handled properly. Now we talked about community. Let's go to this week's sports, man. The Rays. I watched the Rays game. They played well this week. The game I got to watch, versus the Mets. We won 8-4. That was Saturday. I think it was Saturday. And Sunday they won as well. So, shout out to my boys. They doing their thing. They third in the AL East. I think they're 4 games behind the New York Yankees won. They lost. They definitely lost the game, a half a game. So they might have lost both games Saturday and Sunday. So we might have gained the game. Might be 4.5 back from the top spot in the East. So shout out to the Rays. And, keep the pitching up strong, man. I'm proud of the pitching, man. Just keep y'all arms, protect them arms. That's what makes you win championships. The Florida Panthers for the NHL hockey won. They're up 3-2 right now. Everything winning in Florida. We just had a trade on Desmond Bain to the Magic. We gave up. You know what? I'm gonna break down that. I was surprised. Like I actually, when it comes to Desmond Bain, I'm actually a fan. I'm not a super fan, but I appreciate his work ethic. I appreciate his defensive tenacity. I appreciate his 3-point shot ability and him getting better over year after year. But they gave up KCP, and it was another person that they gave up. They gave up a lot of first round picks. They swapped one and they gave up 3. So I was shocked by that. And this year is 16th pick. So that's like basically you could hit on that. You could hit a superstar type of player with the 16th pick. It's hit or miss. It depends on who. And this is Memphis. So Memphis, they got Ja Morant coming up for re-sign, but Ja Morant has, he still looked the same size as he did in college. He's battling a lot of injuries, so he has not been able to work out a lot. And I'm not dissing his athletic ability or his playing ability. It's just like you develop a full-grown adult body and strength. So when you either could go. It's like you can either go that way or this way. And it looked like he was a little bit bigger coming out of college from last year. He slimmed up a lot. Hopefully he's not hanging out and not taking care of his body properly. When you get kids and you got to run around, you got to do meetings, you got to do this. You don't want to be sitting in the gym all day, but you have to make a sacrifice and hiring people to do certain things so you mentally and physically are able to strengthen your body and just worry about your child when you got your free time and worry about your job, which is playing your $250 million contract. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure you take care of your body properly, because a lot of people don't realize, and he was still young. He's still I think Ja Morant 24, 25. Them boys came in, swinging. You feel me? So they still have to they just becoming real full grown adults. You know what I'm saying? His father is still in his life. He was available on the sidelines a lot in his career. Probably still. And I don't want him to, like, Memphis is one of them cities where you could grow and you could it's like those people become your family. But when you know how it go when you be there and you're not from there, they could be treating you so nice that you fall asleep at the wheel type. And it's not their fault. It's like you get comfortable and so you just gotta make sure you stay sharp and being on point. And then also the other, they big man, they power forward center. He's up for a contract as well. So if they keep, I like both of them. I can't remember their names. I wish I would have wrote it down. Like, I take notes so I don't forget names and stuff. But I'm not dissing y'all at all. Y'all playing ability. What you call this one? I think he won defense. He was in running for defensive player of the year. So it was very hot, especially last year and this year, and 6 man as well when he was first coming in the game. So all that stuff, to keeping them two will be very important because they both gonna be up for 40-50 million contracts, and that's 90 million if what you call it, take 40 million instead of going for 50 max in another city. Now if they don't re-sign them, they let them go. They could actually go after other superstars that are available. They let this man. They got the 16th pick. They probably get a, they'll be in a rebuilding 1 year. They probably get a lottery pick the following year. That's what they probably looking at. Depends because they did the 3 picks. It's like every 2 years apart, every other year. So they gonna give away this one next year. They should have, or next year they should have a draft pick. No, 27 they'll have a draft pick. 28 they gave it up. And 29, you know how that goes. So it shouldn't be too bad on their franchise. They got a lot of depth. They got a lot of young players that need to see if they can be superstars themselves. They probably looking at that as well. They need their shine time, a prime time, shine time type bit deal. And that's pretty much it. NFL. I feel like it was a story that just happened, but I should have just wrote it down. A lot of stuff going on. That's it. Football. Oh yeah, the UFL football championship. The Washington Defenders won. They scored a lot of points. They scored over 50 points. It came out guns flaring. It was entertaining. I did not watch the season. I just watched the championship game. I didn't even watch the second half. But I'm still a fan of that league. I'm not a dissing on that at all. But I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of I want stuff to be successful, so I don't watch too hard, especially in the beginning. The Big Three league is still, they're doing great. You seen the Dwight Howard and Lance Stevenson fight? That was funny. Them boys really Dwight Howard is like a Hall of Famer, and Lance Stevens is like one of the top 6 men ever to step on the court. And this is one of them locker room people, very known where he's from, and being from New York and all that, being from the East Coast, and he got Southern ties when he's from the East Coast, so he's big. They got some superstars in the Big Three for real. Beasley's on the Big Three. He beat Lance Stevenson last weekend 1-on-1. They pinned for 100K. It's a lot of interesting stuff. A lot of these guys got blackballed from the league because we got a gay commissioner. They don't want tough guys in the league. They want somebody that could tap dance and yes sir them, and you know how that goes. Good thing Jr. got to stay around as long as he did. And Iman Shumpert got the same kind of treatment as Beasley and Dwight because they was really from the Midwest and South. So we be laughing about this stuff. I be laughing about it. I look at it like that. These boys are internationally known, so it's they don't want them to get that shine or be outshining the league. And when they got street ties and not really those series, but they don't gotta listen to them. You know what I'm saying? And they just let Iman back on TV. So, hopefully the look, the incident with him having divorce and all that. Y'all see that. That's entertainment stuff. That's stuff I try to stay away. I don't really want to gossip about super. I got to watch, I talked about it last week. I watched The Godfather, the first two Godfathers. I didn't finish the second. I'm an hour left in that. I just enjoy watching it at least once a year, once a year, every 2 years type stuff, just to see what when you want to have a successful business without dealing with the government and stuff, or even just properly doing it. It's all that stuff is work hand in hand. Y'all know I think I talked about the BMF Saturday. I enjoyed both of those episodes, the Shy and the BMF. The Shy was good. The BMF, both of those was pretty good. I feel like I watched another movie. That's about it. And I was watching the Tron series that came out in 2012. I seen the first 2 episodes of that yesterday. So I didn't watch that during that time, 2012, but I'm watching it now. So I got the little app that I can watch and look up stuff like that. So it was interesting, a little bit more detailed than the movie. So I enjoyed the first 2 episodes, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't have too much to say. I want to say I appreciate y'all listening and tuning in. We could have went a little bit more about the. I had one more clip on the Pelosi and she was talking. They chopped her out, but it's a 46-minute like whatever she was out there talking about from last week. And when they do her, when they point her out, they want somebody in the Democrat side that's on the Republican side because she ain't never done that in the 20-something years she been in position. She just been up there throwing money over black people and brown people head and making them do what she say, acting like she gonna do something and she over there strung out on pills and half sleep half the time. Nobody want her. I don't want to see nothing from her. But I'm gonna let her get her little spew in. That's why we waited and delayed her, because I don't really want to hear what she had to say. I think it had to do with the little stuff that went on in California, but that ain't even no story no more. So you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get to it though. We go, and I think now it depends on what I'm gonna talk about tomorrow. I'm gonna have a little bit more configurated plan, but I was just informing y'all what is really the story at the top is him finna try to impeach our president, the president that's currently in office, which is a big deal because this man is in Texas, man, in the South, and that was the issue why the United States of America was split and they had to come together. Now, the thing right now is the South has the resources and the money now, and we gonna keep the money. And I want the money to stay this way because the last time we gave it to you, see how they treat us now. They think they can mentally manipulate us and sap us for energy and all kind of voodoo stuff they don't learn out in space. And when they went and raided Africa and Asia and all that stuff, and they over here thinking they can mind control and sell us out in Asia again and all that stuff. I ain't got time. Y'all know what I be talking about. But if you want to research yourself on what I've been speaking on, y'all check the other 35 episodes. We had 36 episodes in. I thank y'all for listening. I am your host, Ira Bush. This is Dynasty the Podcast. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.